Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Takes the easy completion. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Thrust that arm out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's... the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The short hands, it's snow, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. They just keep firing. He's got the back in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They send the tight end in motion. They give him the rock again on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. The run inside, it's Scott. And he's in! Touchdown! Wolfpack!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for the edge. It's Marshall. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play fake, Underwood. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance, It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Gives it on the option. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Underwood. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buchanan. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. On target over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. This time he's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point and the top. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Scott. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Back to the ground with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. to the air. It's Bailey. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Using his feet. Finding some room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Off the RPO, complete. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Underwood. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goss. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The run inside. It's Marshall. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Underwood finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. On the move. Goes to the end zone and the ball's out. Scoop and score. Touchdown Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Quick strike complete. After the filthy move, he's got room. NC State going up tempo. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire, and down he goes. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away. Now on the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Runs through a tackle.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the 3rd play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Connection to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with the completion. Let's see what they do here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's gone. Hard running there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved, out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
To throw, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. This time it's complete. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. On the draw, it's Marshall. There's some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Gets rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Shakes off the defender. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down.
Wide open spaces. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He might want another play. Running inside. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Turnover. And they'll take over 1st and 10. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Takes it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And go play action, Bryce Underwood. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab over the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he scored! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The RPO, it's complete. Bulldozes his way through. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Line getting set on second down. He's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
139 up, 949 Rockstar, 949 Rockstar.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants.
Black 14, Black 14. Joker. 880s.
Wants to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Shows him the stiff arm. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, NC State! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the delay, it's Marshall. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's got enough to move the chains, and clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.